Alright, there's a few things I'd like to talk about today, so let's just get into it, shall we? You know, the NPCs out there really hate it when you ask questions. Like, seriously, they hate anything that has to do with an opinion that, of course, is not theirs. Wow, that was so hard to say for some reason. Anyway, these people, they like to spew things, they like to say things, and then when you ask them to back it up, they clutch their pearls. You know, it's funny. At one point in time, you would think that kind of reaction is the kind of reaction you'd get from people in the Bible Belt. You know, the Christians and the conservatives and that sort of group. You know, those were the pearl clutchers, the people who couldn't talk about certain things, and heaven forbid you show something. I mean, you show a little bit of a side boob, and oh gosh, that's gonna rustle some jimmies. And it seems like we've come full circle. See, instead of now it being that side, it's the other side. You know, the other side that used to be all about expressing yourself and, you know, being allowed to do as you please. They're now the ones who want to censor things and clutch their pearls and all this other stuff. They're the ones who want to say things and don't want you to test the things that they say. And they really hate it when you play by their book. So, now the media, of course, has latched onto this. This is Bleeding Cool, you know, one of the paragons of journalistic, you know, ethics and due diligence and good bodies of work. Because, you know, Bleeding Cool is definitely one, if not by far the best, probably out there, right under the Mary Sue, to go to for all your information and needs. Yeah, one would say the New York Times would be the place to go to, but they've never seen Bleeding Cool or the Mary Sue or Kotaku or any of those. And, you know, those are definitely some journalistic standards right there. But, so we've got this article here, and they're talking about the latest transphobic attacks from comicsgate, falsely labeling others as transphobic. And this goes into several different things here. We're not really gonna go through it, I just want to talk about it. But you know, they talk about, and this here, I'll read this. And this is where it gets cruel, and comicsgate really shows its mean streak. Transitioning can be a traumatic process, the result of many years of build-up, self-examination, coming to terms with who you are. The decision to go public can alienate friends, family, and colleagues, and is the first step on a long and arduous journey. As a result, it can be an intensely personal or stressful event. For comic skaters to mock this, to belittle this, for a form of self-identification, and to instead portray it as a meaningless joke, just to score some social media points and get people banned, is deeply harmful. So what exactly are they talking about in that last bit? Because that's where we want to talk about. I should have read the first one first. But essentially what has happened is some people have come to terms with the fact that they may be non-binary. And we know how Twitter and other places really take that as a very important thing. You know, normally I personally wouldn't believe in such things like, you know, being non-binary and other things, but you know, the more I think about it, the more it seems like Twitter might be on the right track. You know, maybe what I feel like I am should be something that is reflected. You know, something that can be used to identify myself and others, and and others have gone ahead and they've done this. They've made terms with this transition. They have changed their bios. They've come to terms with the fact that they are non-binary. They are a neutral gender of some sorts. You've got these people like this author here in Bleeding Cool. What's his name? Let's see. He's got a name, right? Rich Johnston. No idea if that's a real name or a real person or not. Let's see. I'm gonna open this and probably not. Shouldn't do that. Oh, forget that. All right. Anyway, you've got people like that. This guy here and others, that are on the KickVic side and stuff, and they're upset because they purposely ignore those pronoun changes. They purposely ignore these people who have come to terms with being different. And now they're upset at the fact that they're being banned and, being punished for not following the rules that they themselves have put into place. And that really gets in their jimmies, apparently. But, if somebody chooses to decide, that's what they want to do, let them do it. Who are you? Who are you, Johnston? Rich Johnston? Jeez, I forgot your name because I don't care. Rich? Yeah, who are you to tell somebody that they can't transition? Seriously, who are you? You are no better than the alt-righters that you think you hate. Or you purport to hate anyway. You sitting there and tell them, you can't transition because I don't like your opinion. That's bollocks. You can't tell somebody they can't do that. And to sit there and go after them and write a hit piece. And now you're calling these people Cartmen, according to this, because now, more than ever, comicsgate is Cartman. What is that? Are you fat shaming these people? Is that really something you want to do? I mean, I'm pretty sure fat shaming, things like that, that's bad. That's wrong. You should not be doing that. And on top of that, you're transphobic. I mean, seriously, you sit there, and you say it in your article, you sit there and claim that they're doing it as some kind of meaningless joke for social media points. But do you know them? Do you really know them? Do you have any idea if they've struggled with this for years? Just because they haven't outwardly put it out there doesn't mean it hasn't happened. I'm sure you can ask several people who struggled with that decision, and they may have been as normal can be, because then suddenly the next day, boom, they're non-binary. What makes them any different? How dare you sit there and tell them they can't transition? But of course, beyond that, just talking about NPCs and SJWs in general, but they like to do these things where they say things, they make accusations, and they can't ever provide proof. And they really should provide proof, because when you got people like us and we're sitting here and we're talking about it, we're showing things on screen, like for instance this tweet right here, or not this tweet, my bad, I've got the wrong one. This one right here, when everybody was talking about Jamie marching here, and she threw out this tweet. This is the tweet they were talking about. Yes, I want his head. I want his balls. I want him to feel an ounce of the pain he caused others, blah, 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 yada, yada. Anyway, people reported on it. And then these people don't like that. So they engage in these false flag campaigns. They engage in these campaigns where they essentially flag these videos, that flag these tweets and other things in order to deplatform, because they don't like what's being said about them. People reported on this. They haven't lied about it. They haven't said anything, changed it in any way. They've reported straight on that, gave their opinion on that. And what do these, NPCs do? Well, instead of owning up to whatever it is they've done or try to defend it or anything like that, they engage in harassment campaigns where they come at you. They tell their followers to find you. They try to dox you. In the case of, a certain whale who is looking for a certain other person. And, they try to find people to dox you so they can get your information so it can accidentally slip into the internet. Because I guarantee if they get the docs, somebody else will release it, not them. So they can say, oh, well, it wasn't me. When you know full good well that it is. But, you've got these people who are saying things. And they're always out there doing stuff. And, like Monica here. She sit here and she drug all this out into the public space. Right? This whole thing with Vic was apparently more behind the doors until suddenly, out of nowhere, early this year, she drug it out. There was an investigation, multiple investigations. I mean, right now we're not 100% sure on every detail because it's not all out yet. But from what we've gathered, it seems like something happened and the outcome was not exactly to her liking. So what does she do? She starts a KickVic hashtag. She sits there and goes, I didn't start this. Well, that's fine. But she did start that hashtag. That hashtag is where it all picked up steam. So yeah, in a way you did start it. Just not in the way you think you did. But anyway, you drug this out into the public space. You drug it. And then you've got the audacity to say things like this. And I know this is old, but I just wanted to go over it because I think I missed it the first few times. But you, clap, are not clap, entitled clap, to clap, sensitive clap, information clap, you clap, fucking clap, troll clap. God, I should have just clapped instead of saying clap. I tried to be civil. Time to block another POS. Listen. When you bring things out into the public space like this, damn fucking right we have an entitlement to it. You can't sit there and drag somebody else's laundry out into the fucking space, expect us to believe said laundry that you've conjured up at that point in time, because we have no idea if it's real or not, because you refuse to provide any proof, and then sit there and tell us we are not entitled to any of that proof. That is bollocks, and you know it. BS bullshit. That just drives me nuts. And this is the thing they always do too. They want to sit there and claim that somebody is like a P to the E to the D to the O, and they don't provide any proof. Or their proof is, oh my gosh, here's a picture of him hugging somebody underage. Oh wow, a hug? Are you serious? That's your proof? Hey, guess what? I can also bring up photos of you doing the exact same thing you're accusing him of doing. Why aren't you a P to the E to the D to the O at that point? Why aren't you one of those at that point? Oh yeah, that's right. Different rules for you, right? Different rules for you, different set of rules for everybody else. Yeah, that's how that works. And that just drives me nuts. But anyway, that's all I got to say about this stuff today. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments below. Till then, I'll talk to you later. See ya.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment, smash that like button, and always subscribe for more. And of course, there are other videos floating around somewhere on the screen, so click one of those and see if you can find something that suits your fancy. Till then, I'll see you later. Bye.